drains here. Today's question, can we build this drain? Answer is, yes we can. So, I'm out the back here, and I'll give you a quick show here of what's going on. I've got these three drains. This one is from the, this is the downpipe off the flyover here, for the caravans, and these two. This one is for the tank on the far side, all the runoff off the shed, and this is the seep drain or the ag drain that runs through this whole thing. So the left hand one catches everything that's on the shed and goes into the water tank, and when it overflows it ends up coming down here. And this one is just the again is just the downpipe off that tank. So now when the shed tanks are full and they overflow and that thing's running and we get a rain over a certain amount of time and this seep drain's going, this is just bogged here. So we're going to get down 600 mil in the ground. We've got the excavator here, and we're going to dig a trench, and we're going to run the drain all the way to the stormwater here that is on this easement here, just between the two properties. There's a spoon drain. What do you lot want? Something deep, cheeky devils. So got a few supplies here. I'm gonna run a string line just pretty much straight down there. String line, a little bit of line mark and paint. I'll line mark it and then take the string line away, so I've got something for the excavator to follow. I can excavate to the string line, but it ends up being a punish. We've got some helpers there. I've got nothing for you just now. Alright, so we're just about filled up. We'll get into it. So I mentioned a couple of things. I know that the phone line on these properties runs along all the front of the properties. Alright, so there's nothing up here like that. All these, there's no water connected, there's no other power, there's no other. I would be shocked if there's something between here and there, like 20 metres worth of ground, that was important enough that they didn't put a service cover over or something like that. I don't run into some sort of aggregate or something, but you know, it's the rural property. It's 5 acres. There's nothing in the ground between here and there. The other thing is, the fall for the pipe work, the property just naturally falls away at a really beautiful angle. It's a couple of degrees, which is going to be perfect for the pipe. We all want it to be drain away, but not too steep, because it'll clog up, and then in reverse, the water will drain away, but not the shit that's inside of it if it gets shit in there. So. Yeah, we'll crack on. So by that with the angle, I mean I'm just gonna follow. I was gonna go 600 deep and follow that line all the way down. These 90 diameter pipes are gonna go into 100 into a Y junction, and then that 100 millimeter stormwater PVC stormwater pipe is just gonna run all the way down. It's pop out the end. Yeah. Wait. You mind? Oh. Dig, dig. Okay, quick break. Wonderful wife come good with the snacks. Thank you, Jess. Very good. Spuddy's over here hauling parts. Just bring your snack, brother. Oh, you got it. Geez, you got a one-trip wonder. So, we've got our lovely trench, and we're just going to fill it with a, 20, 30 mil of 10 mil blue metal. 10 millimeter aggregate, whatever you want to call it, just for the pipe to lay on that just makes sure it's really easy to work. You can get it nice and flat, and then there's no, you don't have a sharp rock coming up against the pipe or whatever. I'm sure there's some plumbing spec for that, but I just always put it on a bed of the aggregate. Then we're going to lay out. Spuddy's been kind enough to lay out the big pipes. We've got that's 100 millimeter diameter pipe, and we've got then we're going to lay it out and get it up to here, work out our angle. It's 45, but we'll drag a trench over to the other one, and yeah, we'll crack on. So quick break in the shade, then we'll get into it. Okay, it's a trick for young players. When you're digging a hole like this, it's only so far the loader can go, and I need to get this dug in around the tight area here, and it's hard, right? So this spade's not that much good to me in the hard stuff. So if you ever watch butchers work, you'll see them go. They'll go knife, 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 knife. Okay, saw, cut, or the hock knife, bang, and then back to the little knife. The forever changing tools, right? So that's where this bad boy comes in. Okay, this is like a stiletto, right? It's got a point load on it, and I can put it in the ground there. And if you watch how much I get out of it there with the spade, all I get is that much. I have to punish, right? Even down here I'm trying to dig that bit, right? But if I'm in here like this, right, watch how much I've priced up there. Now I've got to work on the board there, but I'm just cracking off these large amounts at a time with the bar. So I do a bit of bar work. I mean, yeah, look at that. Look at how free all that up that is there. Get back here a little bit. I'll put these up there. So you can see how that's one. I just let that thing just drop down. There's so much there that's being freed up at one time. Look at that. I'm not even working that hard. It's all freed up. And now I'm back with the spade. And noting this is a spade, not a shovel. Okay, where's that shovel? It's down there. It's a spade. Okay. Now look how easy my work is now. I'm just scooping that out. That's how you can work all day. Right? You can just work all day like this. Okay, scrape it down a bit. Alright. When I'm doing this, I'm barely working hard on the shovel, and the weight of this is doing all the work. Look at that.
the weight of this bar is what's doing all the work, heavy work for me. Need a bit more out of the corner here. If I were to do that with the shovel or the spade, I'll be there for 10 minutes. There we go. I can even come this way. Because I'm running out of room. Look at this here. Bang. Look at all that comes out of there. So if you're doing all the digging and you don't have one of these, you need to sort that out. Look at that coming off now. In shape with it and everything. Feel where I'm up to. Alright. I can get a really good shot at it with the spade. I'm not even really working there. The big weight of that bar's done all the work for me. Pretty loose now. I'm getting to it with that spade, but spade still doesn't do much, right? I'm still going to crack these pipes. There we go. So again, I'm in here with the bar. You know, I'm just dropping it. I'm not throwing it down. The only work I'm doing is lifting it up. Look at that. It'll be a week trying to shovel that, dig that with a spade. Warm today. Yep. What happened to yesterday? Looking in the rain yesterday. Whoop. Like, yes, you can use your spade for chopping, but as I'm doing that, but we're going to excavate that bar is doing all the work. Alright. Okay. Beautiful. So you can see down here we've laid our blue metal down. It's pretty handy because you can, there's one undulation down there we've got to fix up, but with the blue metal you can just sweep it with your spade and it's really levels out really nice. Okay. Now a pipe cutting tip. Generally inside these fittings, depending on what ones they are, it's like 30 mil is the depth you need for the pipe inside the fitting. But when I'm measuring this stuff, I've measured I need about 100 mil there. So you can mark this, but I just put the saw right on it. Right, I'm going to bring it up here. So that's the 100 mark, and now we're going to go 160. Right, so I always just mark that so I know. Then I got 160 here. Right, it doesn't have to be exact. Right, now what I'm using is, lo and behold, a PVC pipe saw. Right, it's got small gauge teeth. It's like 14 teeth per inch, so I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea. Nice fine teeth. And I'm going directly across the pipe. Nice and easy. Okay, beautiful. Now, these can be really sharp, right? So I'll put my gloves on, but here we are. Don't get all those dags off and those burrs off, right? We're going a bit of trial and error here. So these fittings are all just slip fitted on. Alright, so that's that one there, that's that one there, that's that one there. That's looking like that's going to be pretty good. Alright, as we go down, now we need to work out a plan for this one. That'll be the one. Do you have any tape measure there, Spud, will you? Yeah. Tape measure, yeah. Okay. That one like that. This one like that. That one like that. That's it. This one like that. Oh yeah, baby. That'll get it. Yeah, beautiful. She's a bit of a Frankenstein, but we'll get it. That's good. Okay. We're chasing the light here, but I'd go help a friend of mine, so we're running a bit behind now. But I'll show you where we're up to. So we've got this one dug. All right, that's going to be straight down to 90. And then I'll pan you back here. You can see where we're at here. All right, we're coming down there. We're going to pick up a wire piece on the 100 that's going to be in here. All this is pretty supported pretty well. What we'll do is we'll get some blue metal and we'll just, we'll make a few little spots to make sure it's all, running straight. The pipe supports itself pretty well up until this point. You don't have to be too precious. So this is what we had going on down here. So in it will come out. We've got a bit of Frankenstein here, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be pretty. It'll be in the ground. It has to be sealed up. And then we've got the 100mm adapter there, and we should be sweet. Okay, so we're going to glue some of this up now. We're all roughed in here, so you can see that this is all laying perfectly. All this ground is like about 2 or 3 degrees all the way down, so it's like, yeah, beautiful. So we've got our Frankenstein there coming out of the 2 pipes. Happy days. Going to do as much 100mm as we can. Our wire piece down there. And then when I was this comes down out of the downpipe there, and when I was in the box getting the glue, I remembered I had this inspection fitting. Right, it's been there for ages. So what we're going to do is put this here. So if this corner gets all cranked up with leaves and everything, now these are better on the flat or whatever, but it's got a seal. I don't think it really matters. I've used them all over the place, right? Should be. This will be sweet, right? Okay, great. So what I'm going to do now is go and glue and prime and glue all the things that I know that I can do that aren't critical, that aren't really directional. This one's directional, but I only want to face them out this way, right? Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to face it that way so it doesn't get knocked off by anything. All right, so what we need to do, with our trusty gloves on, poison, don't get this stuff on you, right? Alright, so what we're going to do, I have my rag here somewhere, trusty Mark 1 rag. Alright, so these new ones come with this ball, but I have the rag there ready just in case. So this one, look at this, beautiful primer first, okay. Don't go bananas with it, alright. Where is it? Where did I put that fitting? Oh, it's under here, there we go. Right, so right, beautiful. Oh, I'm a little heavy there. Right, this primer cleans this whole thing. Right, see there, I'm just going, look at that, it's on me already. Okay, you can't, don't get this stuff on you, it's bad. It's bad juju, it's bad for you. Right, so I'm priming all that. I'm gonna let that sit. Now I'm priming this one to have all the dust off. You don't be too precious. This isn't a charged line or anything. It's not going in a slab, it's not going under the house. It just, she's DIY, mate. We're going to send this water straight down to the easement where the registered, that's the registered stormwater overflow for this property. Right, it's going to get a touch more of that stuff. Right, so I'm a little heavy there with the primer, but it's okay. It's important to get right in the crack there, in the shoulder. That's actually, especially in pressure fittings, that's actually what does the sealing. And this surface here where we put it together, right? Now I'm down here in the ground, right? Okay, so I'm just going around here like this. I'm just going a little bit more than the 30mm, okay? So this is the primer, happy days, right? Let that dry. Now I'm coming back to the first one, which is this one. Unidirectional, doesn't really matter. Geez, these fucking ants are everywhere. Right, this stuff too will have a little, these weird little brushes that are just completely painful. Right, okay, now, little bit on here. Alright, that's too much, the brush has got a bit on it. Alright, just getting around the back there. Alright, now I'm in here. Now I'm gonna do all 3 of these in here, right? Because I know that I'm not gonna be able to get up underneath there, right? Oh, next door. So I'm not too heavy with the glue. You got a little bit of time with this stuff, okay, but not a lot. All right. So what does the ceiling here? So I'm up underneath. What does the ceiling here is on a 90-degree twist. On and a twist, right? Set your thing. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it can press itself back off, right, if you don't get that. Now I'm going to put this one down underneath, right, in the ground. So again, put in your glue, right, don't go spaz, but I'm going to glue this one up as well because I know I can work quick. Okay, all this stuff is just so huffy. I see these apprentices, you know, and even tradies, they got this shit all over them. Now, you don't want this stuff in your life, it'll rot you from the inside out. Right, so there I am in the ground, I'm working quick, I've made a plan. I'm putting that on and I'm twisting as I put it on. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I know that's, you'll see it squeeze back off if you've got too much or you haven't done it right. Right. Now, I don't get too carried away. I already put some up in there, right? That's it, because I thought ahead, right? Now I'm putting this one on, right? And I know downstream here is fine. It's not critical. It's just going to go, it's lined up in that other fitting down there, right? Okay, so here we go. So we're going to go into this bottom one, in and slide. Get rid of the pack up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, put the packer back. 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's beautiful. That's pretty well sealed up. These fucking ants are everywhere. Cheeky devils. Right. I think I primed the inside of that because I'm a knucklehead. Right, that's beautiful. Now when I come back, I'll be able to go in there and flush out leaves and, you know, fuck around with the downpipe if I have to, right? Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to go and do the rest. Do them all the same. Let's go around, do them all. Hey friends, okay, so it's almost a week later here over at the drain out the back. You didn't get to see me fill it in because when the afternoon I was doing it, it got dark and fuck, it started pissing down. So I backfilled this everything here with the excavator. I just pushed it with the blade back over where it was, tamped it down with the bucket, and then came back and actually drove over it, back and forth over it and up the length of it with the excavator, with the track. So that gives like a nice even pressure and it's not going to damage the pipes underneath. So you can see there the drain it's all covered, it's all got covered up back up, and I didn't get a chance to flatten it out because it was muddy, right? But I've got another machine coming here in a couple of weeks where I'll sort all this out and I'm going to top dress this whole place when I'm done with all the renovations and all the improvements. So it's rained probably twice or 3 times at least. Twice pretty heavy and once just, you know, a bit of drizzle through the night, and this ground is already hardening up and not being a fucking absolute bog. So you can see here that was this one going down in the ground here. So again, I backfilled with 10mm ag and then came back with the dirt. So we'll dress all this up later and rake it all and everything. We've got our inspection port there for the leaves of the gutter and everything. That's going to be a real asset when we go to, you know, because this is on the one with, it's got the leaves of the gutter. Okay, so and then these two This one was the one coming out of the, I put that in previously and thought ahead when I built this. This comes all the way from the downpipe off the tank on the other side, and this is the seep drain, right? So they just go down into 10 mil ag, right? And we'll dress all that up later, but you can see there, it's looking much better. And already you can see here, this is packed down pretty hard. Needs like to be landscaped and smoothed off, right? But it's all pretty hard. And the other day it was flogging down when I came down here. You can even see here, this is still a bit wet here. The pipe is just a little bit wet. Now what I've got is, I've got a bag of concrete. What I normally do is just dump a bag of concrete right on the end here. But I know this is here, and I'm not going to run over it. What I'll end up doing is probably put a few concrete blocks and concrete the end of the pipe in. But you can already see here, look how damp the ground is here. But this is where this runs down the easement. That's what it's designed to do. So that's been a really good addition to getting the water to drain away. So yeah, job done. Happy projecting.